One, commit first and foremost that you're going to play all out, that you're not here just to get some information, that you are here to learn, but you're not just here to learn, you are here to implement. Because, like I said, it's day two, pillar two. Remember this formula. I'm going to do a little review from last night. Information without implementation equals nothing, but information plus implementation equals transformation. So therefore, take what I'm learning, not what I'm learning, what you're learning, what I'm teaching you, and make sure you implement. I'm going to give you some CTIs at the end of this. It's a call to implementation. So this is a three-step process, guys. I'm going to be talking about this quite a bit. It's number one, plan. Get crystal clear and craft your vision. What do you want? Not just from this, but what do you want from your life? Because guess what, guys? Your fitness isn't just getting the fitness goals you want. It's setting you up for success in every other aspect of your life, because fitness is the one pillar of your life that will transcend to every aspect. And when you have these habits down, you're able to then make progress in every other aspect. This is why I gave you guys the 90-day purpose trainer. This is usually something that all of my paying clients get, but I said, I want to give it to you guys so that you have a framework to set up your next 90 days. If you don't have that, drop I need the purpose trainer in the chat right now, and I will send that over to you. You should have gotten that in the email as well. So the second part, guys, it's plan, it's plant. It means creating the pathway. If you don't create the pathway for your goals, you're setting yourself up for failure. This is what the strategy is. This is why I gave you guys the fat loss code. But here's the kicker. If you're still working 120 hours a week and you haven't set aside time to implement this, you're setting yourself up for failure. But all I'm asking you is 10 minutes a day, 10 minutes for each one of these pillars, the 5 pieces of the fat loss code: food, optimal hydration, reducing stress, sleep, and exercise. And I'm going to wrap this up at the end and teach you how to do that. And number 3 of this process is trust the process. Just water those plants. The farmer who's planting in the field, he's not stressing out over if the plants are going to grow. He just waters them because he has belief, or she, that those seeds are going to grow. And then it just takes patience, because remember, belief is the prerequisite of all action. Remember this, guys. Vision brings clarity. Create your vision from a place of, I already have this. It's not from a place of scarcity that I'm trying to get to this place, but I already have it. You're looking at it in the present tense. Remember, with clarity, you know how to follow a proven strategy, a system, which will create belief. That's the beautiful thing. So when you follow that system, it takes away the dreaded decision fatigue. You only have 35,000 decisions that you can make on average. Do I drink orange juice or water? Do I want milk in my coffee, or do I want creamer? Whatever that is. Those decisions add up every day. The red shirt or the blue shirt, whichever it is. So belief leads to action. When you believe those seeds are going to grow, you're going to plant them. But if you don't believe they're going to grow, you're never going to take action on it. Remember, without belief, no action will be taken. Here's the cool thing. When you take action, it starts to build habits. And when you build habits, we become a product of our habits, because habits produce results. We are always getting a result, guys. Did you know that? You're always getting a result. It just might not be the result you actually want. So therefore, that's good news, because you can change at any time and change your results. It takes that strategy, takes being clear on what you want, plan. It takes the strategy, plant, and then you just got to water it. The thief of this process, though, is the thief that's called old programming. He's coming in to steal it, because you have limiting beliefs, you have old habits, you have old patterns that may or may not be holding you back from what you want, because you can know all the strategy, but if you have those limiting beliefs underneath, any strategy anyone gives you is going to bring about the same results. And that's what I call the diet hamster wheel, where you're always on that diet hamster wheel. So anytime you find yourself on that sucker, that's a sign right there that it's here. It's a mindset thing. It's limiting beliefs, old patterns, old habits. The beautiful thing is, guys, when you heal the child, the adult appears, because the little child is the most powerful thing in this entire universe, because that's where the truth is. But those limiting beliefs, those old actions, the trauma comes in, and that'll keep you on that diet hamster wheel. So here's the pathway, guys. All right. You ready for this? If you're ready for this, tell me I'm ready, Nate, in the chat right now. And I'm going to get into day 2, pillar 2, optimal hydration. So optimal hydration, guys, here's some facts about hydration. This is super simple, by the way. You are most dehydrated when you wake up. You just slept for about 8 hours, so you're most dehydrated. So right in the morning is the most important time to get hydrated again. The easiest way to lose body fat is to sleep enough and to drink enough water. Guess what? Those 2 things are free as well, by the way. So when you focus on these 2 things, when you get those 2 pillars of the fat loss code down, you're going to be well on your way. You're going to have so much more progress. Look this too. Dehydration is the leading cause of brain fog. If you find yourself drinking a ton of coffee throughout the day, it's probably that you're dehydrated, not that you need coffee. So if you're a coffee drinker and you're drinking more than 3 or 4 cups a day, say, that's me, man, because I used to be there as well. And one easy thing to do to get hydrated, here's the number 1 strategy I'm going to give you tonight, is before you drink coffee, you guessed it, drink water. All right. And then overeating is usually caused by dehydration as well, because your brain has a hard time differentiating between whether you're hungry or you're thirsty. So number 1, remember, the easiest way to lose body fat is to drink enough water and get enough sleep. We're going to talk about sleep in 2 days, day 4. But the best tip I can give you guys is number 1, drink water before your meals and before you drink coffee. If you're in for that, drop I'm in, Nate, in the chat right now. Because number 2, the best way to solve this, guys, is not only to have those 2 pieces of the strategy, to drink water before you drink coffee, and also to drink water before you eat, but also eat your water. Sounds kind of weird, right? But what I'm talking about is to get extra fiber and water through fruits and vegetables. Most fruits and vegetables are over 90% water. Did you know that? Because guess what? Your body's over 70% water. Kind of interesting side note that the world is covered in about 70% water as well. It's kind of interesting. Just throwing it out there. I don't know what that means, but it's just kind of cool, right? So you can eat your water and your hydration, but a side note of that is you get extra fiber. Guess what fiber does for you too? We talked about how much food you need to eat last night, the 3 steps in food, how much food, what foods, and when to eat them. How much food really helps out when you're eating fruits and veggies, because you're not only getting water, you're getting fiber. And guess what? Fiber doesn't just make you poop, it keeps you full. So what's the formula now? Here's the simple part. Here's the how-to. Here's the implementation piece tonight. The formula is half your body weight in ounces of water. So calculate that right now. What is my body weight? 150 pounds means I need to be drinking about 75 ounces of water. If you're 200 pounds, it's about 100 ounces. Here's the kicker. That's the bare minimum. If you want optimal, you need to be drinking more. You should be drinking more, because we're not here to just do the bare minimum. We're here to do the optimal. Little rule of thumb, if your pee is yellow, you're probably dehydrated. All right, that's a little test for you. So here's your call to implementation tonight, all right? If you didn't do this already, calculate how much water you should consume right now. Give you a couple minutes. Guys, this takes you more than 30 to 60 seconds. You probably need to go back to 2nd grade and do a little bit of math. This is just simple division. Body weight divided by 2, that's how many ounces of water you should be drinking. Number 2, guys, remember the first piece, you're most dehydrated in the morning. So I need you right now to set a bottle of water or a glass next to your bed. Obviously, fill it full of water, all right? And hydrate first thing in the AM, and yes, before coffee.